We have solutions to all of this, because when you said China's forum, and I just realized that time we had this talk on security is almost over 3 years now, and we're still on it.
Yes.
So if at that time your paper was on the kinds of Boko Haram, to the extent that we went down history talking about the Metasine crisis and now Boko Haram, if you have been following the trend and you said these are some of the things we should also be discussing at a conference, what kind of solution would you be bringing if you had a chance to speak on that day?
Thank you very much. If a set in a country says that, look, we do not want any other thing, we don't want your system of government as it is being practiced now. This is the kind of government we want. They are Nigerians. They should be given a hearing. Yes, they should be given a hearing. Because if their views are not taken into consideration, which means they still continue to take up arms against their fatherland. Everything we can do to make sure that we stem out this ugly tide, I don't think it's too much for us to do. If you say that we're national conference, there should be no goal. There should no goal at all. Let me discuss it.
Let me remind you that they had. You continue on that, but remember that government had also offered an olive branch to the same individuals, the same way they offered to the militants in the Niger Delta, and we have seen some form of peace in that region. So if one group was also offered same kind of amnesty and they didn't take it, how well can we bring this to the conference and expect some kind of positive result?
Thank you very much. It's a matter of asking who are those who are in favor of, their religion being practiced this way. I have said this thing many years back, and I'm still saying it today. Government should not have hand in religion. Why should government be sponsoring people to Hajj? Why should government be contributing money to those who want to go to Jerusalem or anywhere? Religion is personal. Religion is your individual. Why is the same government not contributing to how to worship Ogun and Obatala and the other things?
But that's not the why.
No. I'm telling you how this thing starts. You understand what I'm saying? Government does not have any business in religion at all. Check other democracies where we even copy this thing. How much of government do you find in religion? Anyway, that's not the issue like you said. Now we need to know who are those for Sharia. Let's know how to meet their needs. Those who are not for it, who want normal this thing, let's have a space for them. Otherwise, we will not be able to get to the root of this problem. But I've also said that there is no how we can grant all the demands of the so-called Boko Haram. Okay? But if that is the case, it means that while we are using a kind of a civilized solution to tackle Boko Haram here, we're also using another, I wouldn't want to call it barbaric, but we call it anti-terrorism. No, sorry, counter-terrorism this time. To make sure that, look, we wipe them out. And before we can do that, we need to take care of our borders, because the borders are very porous now. The last speaker talked about the plethora of arms in certain regions. How do these arms come to Nigeria? They come through our border. And so long as those who man the border, I don't know how many they are, I don't even know the nomenclature to characterize them with now, so long as they are not honest, if there is corruption within the border, there will be compromise.
What if...
So you can see the problems are just multifaceted now. We have to take them one by one and deal with this problem. Until then, there will be no rule.
What are you thinking of maybe those who want to go up this conference is that let's even get to hear what the challenge is with different people in the country before you then come talk about the no-go area, as you say, because there's nothing that stops the next government that comes in saying, okay, we looked at what was talked about at that last time. We've been able to identify what the challenge or what the growls of people are or Nigerians are. The next phase then, if we're to meet with this challenge of theirs, is to talk about how we will stay together.
The fact is that without being unnecessarily proactive or preemptive, I want to say that one of the major things that will be discussed in that conference is true federalism. And when you talk about true federalism or fiscal federalism, is alias resource control. And that is what some people don't want to hear. Because you cannot say true federalism or fiscal federalism without the two. They are the same name, but when you want to hide the real truth, you don't say fiscal federalism, but it is alias resource control. When those people are clamoring for resource control, some people don't want to hear. Okay, we want to hear true federalism, and if we are going to actually implement true federalism, regions must control their resources. Like it was before, shortly before independence and shortly after independence. Regions must be made to control their resources, and government will be paid tax based on the resources of different locations. As it is now, that every state goes cap in hand to solicit for what you will survive on every month, we know is a misnomer. Yeah, but this thing must be addressed, and for it to be addressed, it has to be fundamental, and it is there you will begin to see certain people who say no, we will not take this. Then individual will now say, okay, if that is the case, we'll go our own way. So when you now say there is no goal area, we must agree to disagree and disagree to agree. These are the things that should be placed on table. If you want us to stay together as one entity, this is what we want. So there will be compromise. But when you already shut people out, no go area, I mean, you are muzzling the people. You don't want them to say what is in their mind. But they are bottled up.
Sorry, Chairman, but the no-go area, let's not forget, has to do with the unity of the country.
Yes.
That's just one.
Yes.
And that's it.
Yeah, it is.
You say we must talk about that?
We have to talk about it. Are we united now, Sulai? That's why I say we are playing the ostrich. Are we really united? Are we united when you will go as a southerner here to certain part of the country to go and work, they place you on contract in your country? Are we united? Do you feel belong when you go to such states? When they look at it, even the idea of state of origin. All these are creating problems.
So these are linked and tied to the...
They are all linked to it. You see, America does not ask you what state are you from. I'm an American, I'm an American. Are you from the state of Texas? Are you from the state of Pennsylvania? Nobody asks these things. So that's what we are saying. It has to be fundamental. All these things we have to be taking care. I don't know how the legal people are going to do it, but I know these are the things we must do, and there should be no go area. Because when you already say no go area, that's what's going to cause quarrel.
What do you think is our fear that has made us to say?
It's breaking up. That's the fear. It's breaking up. And the panacea for not breaking up is to discuss it. It's not to say it's not going, it's to discuss it. This is the fear. We don't want to break away, but we have been cheated all this while. Let's inaugurate a system of equity that everybody will feel belong in this country. If I score 50, you score 50, we are entitled to the same thing. It's not that my son scores 70 because of catchment area. He does not have access to federal government school, and somebody who scores 30 or even 20 has access. What kind of patriotism do you expect from the same people when they grow up? This one will say, my country hates me. The other one will say, oh, I'm getting everything from my country. Do you expect this one to have morale like the other one? That's what is plaguing us. And the reason why I say we are plaguing us is because we are not admitting that this thing is plaguing us. It's plaguing us. I've had a fair share of this thing, but this is not the time to read out my curriculum vitae as to how I have been a victim of this so-called you are from the south, you are from the north. I have been deprived of so many things which I cannot read out here now, and many people are still suffering it today. We have to address this thing.
Maybe we should go to this conference. Maybe the conference will benefit from your...
Well, if they invite me, I will go. I'm in Nigeria like any of them. They invite me, I'm available.
It will be interesting. Thank you for coming on. Dr. Femi Adegbulu is an associate professor at Redeemers University and also a security consultant.